Hi, everyone. This is Grandmaster Ben Finegold here with the recap of the day of Dortmund 2015, and this was round 4. Very interesting round. In fact, this is one of the few super tournaments that we see every year where there's not really a flow to like who's winning and who's losing. It's not like somebody's running away with the tournament or somebody's losing all their games. There's only 4 games going on every round, and I can't really guess the result of any of the games beforehand. Now, Nisipeanu started out very well, winning his first 2 rounds. He slowed down a bit, drawing the next 2. The person who's on fire right now is Vladimir Kramnik. Kramnik losing round 1 and then winning his next 3 games. I wouldn't say they were smooth victories, but okay, winning is winning, and Dortmund really is Kramnik's tournament. Now, in today's games, Nisipeanu was a little bit unusual because the game was 75 moves, but it was the first game to finish, and both players played very quickly. Well, okay, they're both very fast players, of course. Now, I think the reason the game went 75 moves and finished quickly was that the last 25 moves or so was a drawn endgame of Rook and 3 versus Rook and 2, and Nisipeanu didn't, take 10 minutes a move trying to press. He just sort of, traded pawns and tried to win, but didn't use all of his energy because it's a drawn endgame. So Nisipeanu happy to draw with black against Nisipeanu. Nisipeanu still tied for first. The next game to finish was Hou-So against Welsey. This was actually a very well-played game. It was a Caro-Kann. Hou-So was getting some pressure, opposite side castling, and eventually, just as Hou-So had a checkmating attack, Welsey was just in time to get perpetual check. I think it was a very well-played game, and I think Welsey can actually be happy to draw. It seemed like he was a little bit worse. And Welsey really isn't having his best tournament thus far, although we're pretty early. Well, it was a big fight in my own mind to see which was the game of the day. Kramnik won a very long game against Georg Meier. I overruled this game because Kramnik was worse for most of the game and actually in some trouble. And then finally, when he equalized, then Meier sort of just fell apart. In fact, this is very reminiscent of the game yesterday that Meier lost to Caruna. Well, if you ask any super grandmaster, whose positions would you like after move 25 in this tournament, I think they would all pick Meier. Meier could have easily 3.5 out of 4. He could have won today. He could have beaten Caruna. He could have won round 1 against Hou-So. And he ends up in clear last with 1 out of 4, 2 draws and 2 losses. Yeah, just in the 4th and 5th hour, either time trouble or nerves or he's tired. He's just not playing as well. Now, the actual game of the day, Caruna won against Naiditsch. Very important for Fabiano. Fabiano not having a good tournament thus far. He lost with the white pieces against Welsey. And yesterday, even though he won against Meier, well, even on Twitter, he was sort of making fun of his opening, saying that it wasn't his second's fault or his new manager, Lawrence Trent. So I sent a tweet on Twitter to his account, which I guess he took to heart. I said, Fabiano, you should play better. And, well, he played better today. In fact, I think he played the best today of the 8 players, and he won sort of a smooth victory against Naiditsch when Naiditsch, I think, got in time trouble and couldn't figure out all the complications. I want to say something about yesterday also. I was watching the recap by my good friend Ronan Harzvi for round 3 of this tournament, and he was mentioning the game played between Spassky and Tal in Montreal 79. And hopefully Ronan is watching this video now. Little does he know, I was at Montreal 79. I was 9 years old, and my family drove up to watch the tournament, and we watched a few rounds. And, well, his effusive praise of Tal was 2,700 FIDE when nobody was, and he tied for first in that tournament with Karpov. That was an amazing event, and Tal just played great chess. And I'm really glad